In this video, we are building a web app with just 3 pages. On the home page, we have a header bar containing a logo and the app's name on the left, and hyperlinks to the other 2 pages on the right. This header section will be common to all the 3 pages. Below the home page, we have a banner image, then a subheading followed by some text. We have a footer with copyright information and links to the other 2 pages at the bottom. Footer also will be common to all pages. The second page is the About page, featuring the same header and footer as the home page, and following the general styling for consistency. It includes 2 small images accompanied by some text. The third page is a Contact page. Here, we have the same header, footer, and styling. On this page, I've added a basic contact form along with an image with some text. To reduce the length of the video, I'm going to include all the HTML and styles required for the development of the home page only. The other 2 pages will be covered in a separate video. As you can see, I've created a Git repository named WebStarter to publish the code we are working on today. Currently, it only contains a README file. I will now open Visual Studio Code to clone our repository. I've already created a video on how to clone a repository from GitHub to a local machine using VS Code, which you can find on my channel for a detailed guide. After selecting the location, the cloning process will begin. It's cloning now, and yes, the repository has been successfully cloned to our local machine. You can see the files are now available locally. Next, I will head back to VS Code to create 2 new files, index.html for the HTML tags that will form our home page, and style.css to write the CSS styles that will structure all the HTML pages of our web app. Additionally, I will create a folder to store the images needed for the web app. I'm adding 2 images to our images folder to use as the logo and banner. Now, I'm starting to write the HTML tags needed to create our home page. HTML, Hypertext Markup Language, is a standard language used to structure a web page using a series of elements, or tags, that tell the browser how to display the content. These tags can include text, images, links, forms, and more. CSS, Cascading Style Sheets, is used to control the appearance and layout of a web page. It allows you to apply styles, such as colors, fonts, spacing, and positioning, to HTML elements. The doctype declaration tells the browser that the document is an HTML file and should be treated accordingly. I'm also specifying the language of the web page as English. Every web page is structured into 3 main sections: head, body, and footer. The head tag contains meta information about the page that isn't directly displayed. It includes elements like the title, links to style sheets, meta tags for SEO, and more. The body tag contains the actual content displayed to users. This is where elements such as headings, paragraphs, images, links, and other content are placed. The footer tag is typically at the bottom of the web page and often contains information such as copyright notices, links, and other metadata. Character set defines the set of characters the document can contain. UTF-8 stands for Unicode Transformation Format 8-bit. It's a widely used character encoding that can represent almost all characters in the Unicode character set. The viewport meta tag is essential for responsive web design. Viewport is the area of the web page visible to the user, which varies based on the device such as desktop, tablet, smartphone. Device width sets the viewport width to equal the device's screen width, ensuring the web page scales correctly to fit different screen sizes. Initial scale sets the initial zoom level when the page first loads. These meta tags help ensure that your web page is displayed correctly and consistently across different devices and browsers, providing a better user experience. I'm linking the index.html page to the style.css file. Moving to the body section. Everything written in the body section will be displayed in the browser. The first thing I want to display is a header bar containing a logo for the web app, the name of the web app, and links to all the pages in the app. Div, this is a block level element in HTML that is used to create a container for other elements. The class attribute is used to specify one or more class names for an element. Class names are used in CSS to apply specific styles to elements. div, img, h1, nav, ul, li, etc. are the HTML tags used for creating specific elements, such as img for displaying images, h1 for displaying headings with size 1, nav for displaying navigation links, ul and li for listing navigation links. Now the header bar is finished, and I'm starting to create the layout of the body part, such as the main content of the page. Here, we have a banner image and a subheading followed by some dummy text. We use the P tag for displaying text. P stands for paragraph. Finally, I'm creating the footer. Inside the footer, I'm adding copyright information and navigational links. The A tag is used for creating links to other pages or URLs. A stands for anchor. I'm finishing the page by closing all the open HTML tags such as footer, body, and HTML. Let's see the result. I will open the HTML file using a browser. All the content we have added is displayed, but it lacks proper alignment. Now, we will add the necessary styles to see how it looks. I'm adding some general styles to the body section such as font and colors. Next, I'm adding styles for the header bar and all the components within it, such as the logo, title, and navigation links. The style element names are self-explanatory, so you can easily understand them as you go through. These styles primarily focus on alignment, spacing, color, and font properties. Let's review the outcome. The header bar is now properly aligned. Styling the main content, including the banner image, subheading, and dummy text. Reviewing the outcome once more. The main content of the page is now properly aligned. I will add the necessary styles for the footer, including copyright information and footer links, and then review the final result. Let's review the final result after applying all the styles. Now you can see that all the page contents are perfectly aligned. The colors, text sizes, margins, and links are all designed according to the specifications. Opening Visual Studio Code, I navigate to the source control from the left menu, then commit and push the code to GitHub. Let's verify that the code has been successfully pushed to the GitHub repository. Yes, everything has been updated in the repository. I'll provide the repository link in the description for you to download and review to gain a better understanding. I hope this tutorial serves as a helpful guide for all beginners. Thank you.